Why this forgotten Hacienda Courtyard layout is suddenly the most wanted home design in 2026. Welcome to Miko House, where I dive into home design ideas that don't just follow trends, but quietly redefine how we want to live. Today, I want to explore something fascinating: why a once-forgotten Hacienda Courtyard layout is suddenly becoming one of the most wanted home designs in 2026. I think it's more than just a comeback. It's a shift in how we value privacy, comfort, and emotional connection to our homes. There's something deeply human about this layout that modern designs have been missing. And honestly, I didn't expect it to resonate this strongly in today's world. I've been really fascinated by why the once-forgotten Hacienda Courtyard layout is becoming so popular again in 2026. To me, it feels like more than a trend. It reflects how much I value privacy, comfort, and a deeper emotional connection to home. There's something about it that feels truly human, and honestly, I didn't expect it to resonate with me this much.
Before continuing to the video, join the Miko House exclusive community and get your free daily e-magazine. Stay inspired every day. Don't forget to subscribe.
I've always felt that the traditional Hacienda Courtyard was ahead of its time. In my experience, it creates a central heart within the home, rather than pushing life to the edges. What I love about this is how it encourages gathering without forcing it. Unlike open-plan homes that sometimes feel too exposed, this layout offers a sense of enclosure that feels intentional, not restrictive. It's a subtle but powerful difference. I've always loved the traditional Hacienda Courtyard. It feels like a design that was ahead of its time. What draws me to it most is how it creates a true heart within the home. Instead of pushing everything to the edges, it pulls life inward. I really appreciate how it encourages people to gather naturally without making it feel forced. Compared to open-plan layouts, which can sometimes feel a bit too exposed for my taste, this kind of space feels more intentional. enclosed in a way that's comforting, not restrictive. One reason I think this layout is trending again is because people are craving privacy more than ever. In 2026, homes are no longer just places to stay, they're places to retreat. I've noticed that many modern designs prioritize openness, but often at the cost of comfort. What I love about the courtyard concept is that it creates a protected outdoor space that feels personal. You're outside, but still completely within your own world. One of my favorite things about this layout is how it aligns with what I think many people want today: more privacy. To me, a home isn't just a place to stay, it's a place to retreat and recharge. I've noticed that while modern designs often prioritize openness, they don't always feel as comfortable or personal. That's why I'm drawn to courtyard homes. They offer this protected outdoor space that feels completely your own. You get to be outside, but still within a private, secure environment, and I find that really appealing. There's also something incredibly calming about having nature at the center of your home. In my experience, when greenery becomes part of your daily movement, it changes your mood in ways you don't immediately notice. I think this is why courtyard layouts feel almost therapeutic. What I love about this approach is that it doesn't require a massive garden. It just requires thoughtful placement. Even a small courtyard can completely transform the atmosphere. I also love the calming effect of having nature right at the center of the home. In my experience, when greenery becomes part of your everyday movement, it subtly shifts your mood in a positive way. That's why courtyard layouts feel almost therapeutic to me. What I especially like is that it doesn't take a huge garden to achieve this. Even a small courtyard, if it's thoughtfully designed, can completely transform how a space feels. Another interesting shift I've observed is how people are redefining luxury. It's no longer about size or extravagance, it's about experience. I think the Hacienda Courtyard delivers that in a very understated way. What I love about it is how it creates moments. Morning light hitting textured walls, quiet evenings surrounded by soft shadows. These are experiences that oversized modern homes often fail to provide. Do you ever feel like modern houses are designed more for social media than for real life? I think that's part of why this layout is making a comeback. In my experience, people are starting to reject spaces that look good but feel empty. What I love about courtyard homes is that they prioritize how you live, not just how your home looks in photos. That shift feels incredibly important right now. One surprising thing I've realized is that enclosing space can actually make a home feel bigger. It sounds counterintuitive, but in my experience, defined spaces create a stronger sense of depth. The courtyard acts as a visual anchor, making surrounding rooms feel more expansive. What I love about this is how it challenges the idea that open equals better. Sometimes, boundaries create better flow. The architectural flexibility of this layout is another reason it's gaining popularity. I think it adapts beautifully to different styles, from rustic to modern minimalism. What I love about this is that the concept remains consistent, even as the aesthetics change. In my experience, that kind of adaptability is what keeps a design relevant over time. It's not locked into a single trend. Climate responsiveness is something I think more homeowners are paying attention to now. The Hacienda Courtyard isn't just beautiful, it's practical. In my experience, it naturally improves ventilation and light distribution. What I love about this is how it reduces reliance on artificial cooling and lighting. It's an old idea solving modern problems, which I find incredibly satisfying. There's also a strong emotional component to this layout that I think people are rediscovering. Unlike most contemporary homes, which can feel fragmented, the courtyard creates a sense of unity. In my experience, it becomes a shared space that connects everything together. What I love about this is how it strengthens the feeling of home, not just house. I've noticed that this layout also encourages a slower, more intentional lifestyle. When your home is centered around a calm, open courtyard, you naturally spend more time being present. I think that's something many of us are craving in a fast-paced world. What I love about this design is how it gently nudges you to pause. It doesn't demand it, it invites it. Another reason I think this design is thriving in 2026 is the growing appreciation for cultural architecture. The hacienda style carries history, craftsmanship, and a sense of place. In my experience, people are starting to value that authenticity more than ever. What I love about this is how it brings depth and meaning into everyday living spaces. If I compare this to glass-heavy modern homes, the difference is striking. Those homes often prioritize transparency, but sometimes at the cost of comfort and privacy. I think the courtyard layout finds a better balance. What I love about it is how it allows openness without exposure. That balance feels incredibly relevant today. Ultimately, I see the return of the Hacienda Courtyard as more than just a design trend. I think it reflects a deeper shift in what we want from our homes. In my experience, people are choosing spaces that support well-being, not just aesthetics. What I love about this movement is how it brings intention back into design. It feels like a step in the right direction. As I reflect on why this forgotten layout is suddenly so desired, I keep coming back to one idea. It simply makes life feel better. So I have to ask, would you choose a home that prioritizes privacy, nature, and emotional comfort over bold, modern openness? If this perspective resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Miko House for more design insights that go beyond trends and into how we truly want to live.